So, hello. I get asked a lot, how do I develop the balance that I currently exhibit in the videos that I've made over the last few years and right now? So, there's actually a few simple things, and it also goes into why I wear socks when I'm doing the kicking, other than just foot protection, because we have so many cats. Um, you don't actually have 5 or 6 senses. It's more like 30 to 40. This can be anything from proprioception, like when you close your eyes and you touch your nose, you know how to do it, to the sense of gravity. Some people have senses of magnetism. My dad, for example, if you spin him in a circle, he, with his eyes closed, can tell you where north is. It's kind of spooky. Probably from the unofficiated mercury. But what's important is a lot of these senses get drilled down, especially mentally. Hence the from 30 to 40 that are very nuanced down to sort of 5 or 6 general, hearing, sight, touch. But sense of balance is in fact a sense. And you can refine this. It goes from a general, how do I walk, to sort of a feeling of a thread running through you. And the way that you develop this is first you use the wall, or if you have a rail, I train on the rail and wall. But basically you just pick your knee up and you hold it for 30 seconds because you need, of course, the thighs and your leg to be able to support itself when you're doing the balance drills. Then what you want to do is take your hand off, and we sit here for about 30 seconds. The next step is then to close your eyes. Once we do that, we need to maintain the stability, and you can see that it's already affecting me. If I don't use my arms, I need to. And the reason I use the socks is because that's the sense of touch. When you remove these senses and then train them like individually, you end up being able to separate and actually feel them. So once you're able to actually get the balance down from like when your eyes are closed, and it is not easy, even when you do this for years, it's a constant drill to refine that balance, is the best way to put it. You don't need to take it too seriously because this is something that takes a lot of time, but the goal should be around 30 seconds per stage. First, you start with, like I said, on the wall. Just pick your knee up, that's it. Take your hands off, close your eyes, and then put socks on. There are additional steps you can take, like for example, if you want to make it even harder, so you like totally remove the feeling of tactile response, you can wear shoes and sandals, things like that. You can practice this on sand, you can practice it in the swimming pool. This is sort of the drills that you want to do so you can actually develop that sense of touch. So you can also do things like root through the shoe. You don't need a perfect sense of balance. What you want is to be able to find the nuance of it so you can actually control it when you're doing kicks. And that's sort of the thesis of how to actually train specific senses for martial arts application. You need to disentangle them because your sense of balance is tied to your sight. And additionally, it's also tied to the sense of gravity, which there's nothing you can do to train that. But the actual feeling of down is rooted through your tactile response in your feet and toes. This is why we do rooting exercises and release exercises when we're doing grappling and throws and that kind of stuff.